Everyone else in the world thinks Canadian winters are brutal. And they're right. I mean, maybe not if you're a snowboarder or a skier, but if you're a distance runner, this is kind of impossible. Like, how are you supposed to do a threshold workout in a foot deep of snow and minus 10 degrees outside? This week we took matters into our own hands. I'm going to do the hardest workout of my season on a treadmill. Let's go. I am like kind of worked up about this workout. Like, leading up to my goal half marathon in Houston, things weren't going that well. I live in Toronto and the conditions were just brutal. We had this crazy cold snap where the temperatures reached minus 15 degrees Celsius, so that's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly every day in January. Then, the few spots that weren't covered in a foot of snow were icy like a skating rink. I was sick of compromising workouts, only to be left guessing at how fast I could run in decent weather. I was also losing confidence, and with the last big workout of my season coming, I couldn't risk failure. So the team at Marathon Handbook decided to do a little training camp weekend, and we drove 100 miles north of Toronto to a ski chalet in the mountains where we stash our secret weapon, the Wahoo KICKR RUN, the most advanced treadmill ever made. Apparently it can handle 4-minute mile pace, so surely it could carry me through 33 minutes at 4:55s, right? This is probably the most stressful workout I've ever done, and there's a lot riding on it for me, so I'm relying on this treadmill to come through. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Michael, where are we right now?
We are in my ski chalet, which still feels really pretentious and weird to say.
This almost feels a bit too cozy. Michael sent me a picture like a week ago with this place, and the only piece of furniture that there was the treadmill, so I thought this is going to be like all backroads, train like an animal kind of thing, but this feels too cozy to work hard in. I don't know.
It's a shack on the top of a mountain. Best place to do some running for a couple of days when it's minus 15 Celsius and there's 2 feet of snow on the ground.
In the woods, there were 3 men.
Let's get this going.
Okay, role reversal this morning. I'm filming, Coscase running. Michael's still drinking coffee. Okay, Michael, be honest. Is his stride nicer than mine?
I mean, so far, yes. Yeah.
His stride's nicer than mine.
It is, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of an supinator, which you are as definitely.
I'm a pronator. I'm looking at the kickback.
Yeah.
The kickback's insane. You back up a couple inches, he's kicking you in the face.
Yeah.
We have the Asics Super Blast 2s, which I think are on their last legs. They're the 2024 Marathon Handbook workout shoes of the year. And I'm wearing them for an easy run. But that's partly why we call them the workout shoes of the year. It's because they actually double as really good easy running shoes.
Prep for your big workout tomorrow?
In prep for the big workout run tomorrow, yeah. So I'm gonna try to take today relatively easy and just get used to running on a treadmill again, because most of my runs in the last few weeks have been outside in the cold. So getting used to the heat is important.
So what do you have today?
We're just gonna go an hour easy. Hopefully talking to you guys and make the time go by a little bit. I started training for the half marathon last summer and had the perfect build through the fall. I raced 3 times before, ran a PR in the half, 65:58. The goal was 66, so I got it by a couple seconds. After that, I thought, well, I'll take a week off and I'll pivot into another half build. I feel fit, nothing hurts, but throughout the build, there's been one problem, and it's cold. The weather in Canada is bad. Like, it's become so hard to just nail like 30 minutes at race pace outside in the cold when it's minus 10. This is kind of the purpose of these next few days, is to hit one of my hardest ever workouts. In fact, my coach calls it the impossible workout. I feel like everything has fallen into place for this race. All I need is a good confidence building workout, which I'm super nervous about but that I think I can nail. So we're gonna see how that goes tomorrow. Today I feel good, so it's a good omen. The KICKR Run has this cool feature called Run Free Mode that, when activated, uses a sensor in front of the treadmill to adjust its speed in real time based on the runner's own foot speed. So no need to keep adjusting the pace. And it's a great feature for workouts with a lot of pace changes, like an interval workout or a fartlek workout. But for this workout, I'm not going to use Run Free Mode because I'm getting the Wahoo to lock into just one pace, threshold pace. Michael's buying us yogurt, I think. Or maybe he's shopping for his son. We are in the Pampers aisles. Okay, peanut butter banana, chocolate chip. These are the only two I can have that are here because I'm allergic to nuts. So, one tonight, one tomorrow. Eggs, mini wheats, toilet, run. Don't mess up the order.
What are you making right now, Michael?
An ancient elixir. Coffee. An important beverage for all runners. Like AC5.
I'm trying to get myself in the workout mindset because I feel like we're shooting the shit and it's nice and cozy and we're joking around and I'm trying to muster up the intensity to work out.
I'm looking for a stud.
You found one, bud. I think because it's a threshold workout, it'll just be to get used to the hurt the first couple minutes. And then once I'm in, I'm in. And I'm gonna try to turn the mind off and forget that you guys are right there.
Like Bob Vila.
I'll pretend to know who that is.
Oh yeah, right, you're old, you're young.
Okay, we're about to do a treadmill workout. Like the most high-tech treadmill workout I've ever done in my life. I'm gonna start with a short warm-up, so 15 minutes, and then we're gonna go into 30 minutes of threshold running. And then from there, we're gonna go automatically straight into a 1 kilometer kick. So chances are I'll just try to go faster, give whatever I've left, and then cool down for 45 minutes. So this is like the keynote half marathon workout. I'm 10 days out of race day. And so this is going to be the best simulator of a race that I'm gonna have. And the confidence builder or confidence killer for Houston. Okay, I want something flat. It's like, what's 0? Now, I really want to nail this workout, so I'm pulling out all the stops. I hooked the treadmill to the app Zwift, this digital world where your avatar runs through scenic courses along with a bunch of runners and cyclists from across the world. It makes treadmill running, well, way less boring, and it simulates a racing experience a whole lot more than the alternative, which I guess for me would have been wading through 2 feet of snow and cold and damp super shoes. I'm trying to get into the zone. It's gonna be just an easy warm-up, and then, I don't know, threshold pace is weird because that's the definition, right? Like, you're right before the moment where crap hits the fan. Like, if you just go a little bit too fast, then you screw your workout. So ideally things should feel hard but manageable. But I feel like I'm on such a thin line right now because I'm like getting down to new threshold pace.
It's busy in Utopia today. Okay, it's mostly cyclists, as you'll notice.
I'm running right through their body.
That's right. That Michael J. Fox movie when he was a ghost, when he was like a pass-through, or ghost.
Ghost.
You're Patrick Swayze. So we're doing Ks, we do Ks or miles, and then that's the overall elapsed time, right? Here's your map, okay? Because we've got elevation turned off, it doesn't show up. Okay. But normally your elevation would show up top here. It would like actually show like a side-on view elevation profile.
Okay.
Oh, it's here as well. This is actually the elevation profile of this course.
Ah, I'm getting swallowed by the Peloton.
All right, Alex, shoes for the workout.
Debated long and hard, but I went with the Nike Alpha Fly 2s. They were my racing shoe up until the end of 2023, and then this year I've relegated them to my like end of season workout shoe. So a regular workout, I wouldn't wear something this quick because I like to have that little edge on race day. I like to feel like my racing shoes are faster than my workout shoes. How do you do dynamic stretches inside of a winter chalet? Okay, I think I'm ready. Here goes nothing.
He's running 3:05 a K right now, which is very fast. Will he break 3 minutes a kilometer? I bet you he will. I'm gonna go 2:57.
All right, it's done. There's 45 minutes to go. Otherwise, it's over. That's good, because like, with a couple minutes to go, I was like, okay, I feel reasonable, because I think of like, during the half, I'll be at 30 minutes. Like, I'm not close to being done, so I hope I feel reasonable. And then and you think you feel good, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
And so the indicator ends up being like, can you pick it up? Can you pick it up? And that K was 2:56, and I feel like I'm in good shape. It wasn't easy though.
It always feels a little harder on a treadmill, right? It always feels a little, I just find because like you're on a set of rails on a treadmill, right?
Mentally it's harder. Physically it was definitely easier. No hills, and also just like
No turns, no hills.
no turns, no cold. The worst part of it was the last 5 minutes of the 30-minute threshold, because I was telling myself that if I started hurting a lot, that was bad for two reasons. One, because you shouldn't be hurting a lot 30 minutes into a half. And two, there still was like that kick kilometer to do. So it's like, if I feel any worse than pretty good, that kind of feels like I've failed the workout in a sense, because the idea wasn't to like go all out and try to PB over 10K. So yeah, that was like, it was like the fear, but it never came. Maybe that's the best part. I don't know. This makes me like know that I'm gonna go out in like sub 65 pace. Like I have the confidence to do it, unless something happens in the next 10 days. Like there's no reason to take it out super conservative. And I mean, if I blow up, I blow up, but that's the name of the game. There's not much riding on this. It's just trying to get a fast time.
Nice.
The KICKR RUN totally delivered. In fact, I'd say that it kind of saved the day, because fast forward 10 days and I was walking up to the Houston start line confident that I could run under 5 minute per mile pace. I nailed my race, dropped my PR by 54 seconds, and finished in 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds. And we'll have a lot more detail on what actually went down in Texas in an upcoming vlog of the weekend on this channel. But really right now, I'll just say that I never thought I'd take my key workouts to a treadmill. But that training camp in the mountains confirmed that now I have a secret weapon against bad weather. And now it's on to sub 65.